Namaskar. Welcome to my storytelling glossary series on Indian classical music, episode 7. Today we will be starting with the eternal journey of Indian classical music, which comprises of the history of development of Indian classical music. Long, long ago, when the earth was young and wild, sound lived freely in the forests and rivers. It was everywhere, the rustle of leaves, the gushing of the river, the chirping of the birds, and the roar of thunder. It was Dhwani, pure sound, but not every sound was music. One day, a sage sat by a river bank, eyes closed, breath steady. He listened deeply, and in that stillness, he heard something more, a sound that touched the soul. It was sweet, smooth, and clear. He called it Nad, the divine sound, and from Nad, the first spark of music was born. As the fire rituals of the Vedic age grew in depth and detail, a need arose to elevate mantras into something more than recitation. The Samveda was born, a collection of mantras from Rig Veda, adapted not to be spoken but to be sung. This was not poetry, this was melody with meaning. The priests did not simply chant, they sang. In carefully chosen tones, they created samagan, songs of soul meant to awaken the divine, purify the air, and elevate the spirit. Each note had to be tuned with precision, each phrase was like a step in a sacred dance of sound. These songs weren't for applause, they were for connection with the divine, with nature, with self. They gave birth to the early understanding of swara, shruti, and even the concept of scale. Samagan was the world's first structured spiritual music. It is where Indian classical music planted its first roots in silence, discipline, and devotion, not in entertainment but in enlightenment. So remember, the first singer of Indian classical music was not a performer but a sage, and the first stage was not a hall but the sacred fire of a Vedic yajna. From that sacred fire, a musical journey began that still burns in every raga sung today. Thank you. This part of my Indian classical glossary series, where music meets magic. Follow for more fun musical stories. Thank you.